Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. In a medical emergency, one of the first rules, if you decide to help, obviously that should be the first rule, try to help. But the first rule is actually cause no more harm than already exists. So if you decide to help and you don't know what you're doing, you better stay outside so you don't cause any more damage or harm to the patient or the person over there that is hurt. So whenever we try to solve a problem, if we solve the problem, but in the end we solve that problem, but we created a bigger problem, that means that's a failure. Let's look from the so-called Westerns perspective with Russia. They pretend and they tell us that Russia is blah, 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 evil and so on. So they have to, because they are the good people and they always help. They help the Ukrainians defeat the Russians, who are the bad people, the guys invaded unprovoked, all the garbage these guys are giving us. It's more nuanced, that's what I'm saying. It's more complicated than it's just made like, oh, unprovoked entered and they're criminals. Well, yeah, okay, for a toddler that works. So that kind of explanation or picture painted. So what I'm trying to say, the West supports these guys in charge of Ukraine, who I think are at the fingertips of some Western interest. But it doesn't mean, so they want to help, and they provide them with everything. When I mean everything is everything. Weapons, intelligence, political support, economic support, financial support, everything. Ladies of the night and everything you want. So they have it. The problem is these guys are yelling, we want more, we want more, we want more. We need more to fight those bad guys. And these guys give them more. The problem is, what if these guys turned against you at one point? What if they don't turn against you? What if they turn to what I think they are, a rogue state? And I say, you know what, that's it. You don't tell me what to do anymore. And you too. I'm going to discuss with you because I'm independent and I'm doing my own thing. I don't need your suggestions and bullshit. I stop over there. We're going to deal with you, Putin. We're going to discuss with you directly. What if that happens? They have the weapons, they have the money, and they have the blackmail. I want to talk to Putin. Give it to me. So here we have a little example of what happens when you invest and then the consequences of your investment trying to help. Supposedly Ukraine is the patient and needs help, but you give him help that would arm the guy and he can cause a lot of damage to the neighboring states and its own citizens. Let me show you Reznikov, who's a weasel, I think. And he's not that smart as his education suggests, or his credentials. Why? I covered one article of this guy, I think yesterday, and he's a lawyer, or 2 days before. He's a lawyer. No, he's a weasel, not a lawyer. Now, I don't want to go any further than that and equate anybody with anybody, but let's move on and see what this guy celebrates. So Reznikov celebrates that some big guns will show up to Ukraine and invest, build weapons, factories, plants. So they're gonna give the Ukrainians the know-how and start the production of weapons in Ukraine. Could be, feeding a monster that's gonna grow, is gonna grow, and guess who's gonna be the first victim? Not the Russians. All right, so look at this little article here. Maybe I jumped the gun on this one, but I don't think so. Always comes to mind the Mujahidins in Afghanistan in 1979, 1980, 1981, and so on, for 9 years or so, whatever that was, 8 years, whatever that expanded. And who armed those? And then that turned into ISIS, some of those factions, and then from ISIS to Al-Qaeda, and from Al-Qaeda turned it to ISIS, and then what happened? You created from this, you created this. But maybe it was, a reason why to go and land in Syria and get their oil now and have your foothold in Syria that you didn't have before. You're occupying, not you. These weasels right here, which I'm talking about the military-industrial complex. The Kiev Independent, Monday, August 28, 2023. Reznikov, this weasel. Quote-unquote, powerful players to arrive on Ukraine's arms market. All right, feed the beast. Ukraine has managed to significantly increase domestic weapons production, and new powerful players will soon arrive on the country's arms market. Defense Minister Reznikov said on August 28, and I'm quoting, by the end of this month or at the beginning of September, there will be good news about powerful players arriving on Ukraine's arms market, Reznikov said at a press conference. In addition, we are preparing to hold a defense industry forum together with the Foreign Affairs Ministry, he added, saying that even will likely be held in late September with the participation of around 50 arms companies. All right, very good, very good. I'm glad you're going to do this. And, it says here that according to Reznikov, Ukrainian companies are signing agreements with German partners on the maintenance of Leopard tanks. Oh, very good. They're going to bring, Rheinmetall will build a plant, I showed you where, in Zakarpattia, next to Romania and Hungary, so hoping that the Russians will not hit it. And if they hit it, somehow they might miss and hit a NATO country. Therefore, they expect those countries to jump and pinch Russia by the balls. That's all they can do. Hungary will not do it. Romania will be pushed from behind and they might do it. So get ready, Romanians. Treceți batalioane române Marea Neagră. Anyway, I said, I just used the first line from the Romanian national anthem, but I switched it at the end instead of, the Carpathian Mountains, cross the Romanian battalions, the Carpathian Mountains, cross the Black Sea Romanian battalions and get bombed by Putin with nuclear weapons, because he's not going to have patience for Romania with conventional weapons. I am 99%, but hey, what do I know? So here we have, they're going to receive everything they want. They receive the Turkish guys they mentioned here, to opening a Bayraktar factory for the drones. All right, and then other ones that will show up. That's good. I'm looking for Raytheon and Lockheed Martin and Boeing to come over. The problem is this: if I would say how I would view it if I would be, let's say, in command of Russia, and I don't know what's going over there. I would tell the companies, the foreign companies, that if they build factories in Ukraine, I will not stop at blowing their factories in Ukraine only. You get the hint? That's what I would tell them if I would be, for instance, a crazy Russian dictator as Putin is portrayed by these guys. I would say, I'm not going to only hit you guys, these guys who invest. And you know what? Who's the president of Rheinmetall? Okay, Gigi. Well, you become a target because your decisions affect me and my people die because your decisions, so you're my enemy. Do you think that the president of Rheinmetall will not have a diarrhea continuously 24/7? I guarantee you the weasel will have a toilet attached to his butt wherever he goes. In his car, in his office. He's not going to be in the office. He's going to be in a bunker. I guarantee you that. And not only Rheinmetall, all these guys, they know where they are. They know who they are. So, I mean, please. But they don't do that. So they're not that mad, that crazy, it seems like. But imagine the neighbor providing your neighbor that you're fighting with weapons that kill your family. What would you tell the neighbor over there? I will take care of you and your family. Wouldn't know? But anyway, so this thing, no, you can't hit me. Only I can facilitate him to hit you. I facilitate that. But I'm not involved. You hit him over there, but don't touch me. No, I touch you. It's your decision. Then things will change. Yeah, and they will call Russia terrorist state. They will call Russia this state and this state. They already do. So what do you have to lose? that you haven't lost already in the West. Anyway, my friend, I don't promote that kind of thing, but I think that's a weasel move. You invest, you're not only on the territory, your decisions taken by those specific guys, you know. So if I'm the mafia boss, chief, all right, I'm a gang boss, and I instruct people to do all kind of hanky-panky, I say, no, you just arrest them. And they commit crimes, murders and armed robberies and so on. And if police comes to me and say, no, they did it. Yeah, but you told them. Yeah, but I didn't do it. Don't you can't hit me. No, you hit them. They committed. Yeah, I gave them the weapons. Yes, I told them what to do. I support them into doing the crime. But hey, no. Yeah, you will be fucking arrested in a normal society. But somehow the rule-based world order that we live in escaped that to their brains. Why? Because it's about their guys. If there would be, let's say, I guarantee you, if another country, let's say China, is going to be a private company in China, say I'm going to provide Russia with tanks and all that. How do you think these guys will react? Remember Daria Dugina? She just talked and she was blown up by these guys. Remember that blogger in St. Petersburg? He was blown up. What did he do? He just talked. Imagine someone providing weapons to Russia and they know who the person is. What do you think will happen? They already proved on 2 occasions what they would do with these guys. So, this, you use the term, okay? Because the term that fits the action. You can claim self-defense, but there's also some limits in self-defense. Otherwise, okay, you don't have a clean sheet or a blank check that you can put whatever amount you want because you're the victim and, self-defense. You still have to follow international law, my boy. I know people who were abused and they are victims and all that, and they demand that they should not follow the rules. I was abused. I don't give a fuck if you were abused. You still have to follow the law. Oh, that's harsh. But what do you want me to do? Why would you be special? Did I do it? I'm sorry for you, but you still have to follow the rules here. I mean, yeah, you were abused. I was abused too. So what? What are we going to do now? I'm abused, you abused. None of us will respect the laws, but only the idiots who are not abused or something. All right, I'm going too far. It's enough for this one. You got my point here. I think Ukraine will be given too much, and if they will not, if that's gonna go on, they could turn into a rogue state in your face, and that's gonna be bad. So don't create more problems than they are already. But I think it's possible, very possible. These guys wanted to decide, don't tell us what to do, we do whatever we want, you and all that, we got everything, they think. And they're going to cooperate with whomever. But we'll see. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.